Hello, my beautiful Aries warriors, and welcome back to Astrology Unlocked. Gather close, because today we are diving into a sacred and fiery truth, a cosmic principle that resonates deep within your very soul. If you have ever felt the sting of betrayal, if your magnificent, trusting heart has ever been wounded by another, I need you to listen with every fiber of your being. This message is for you. Have you been sensing it? That quiet shift in the universe, that feeling that the scales of justice are beginning to move, not with a crash of thunder, but with a profound and unmistakable silence? You are about to understand why the person who wronged you is now walking through a world that suddenly feels a little colder, a little dimmer. Their spirit cannot find its spark, not because you wished them ill. Oh no, Aries, your spirit is too busy conquering new worlds for that, but because your soul, the very source of their borrowed light, has moved on. This isn't revenge. This is the universe restoring its most sacred law, the law of divine fire. Now, before we step into this powerful revelation, if you feel this message is already speaking to the warrior within you, let the universe know you are here. Let's gather the entire Aries tribe for this one. Take a moment right now to gently tap that like button. And if you haven't already, press subscribe and join our Astrology Unlocked community. We are on this journey together. And in the comments below, take a deep breath and write, "Lord, please bless me and my family." By speaking these words, you're opening your heart to divine protection, inviting peace, love, and abundance to surround everyone you hold dear. Let's fill this space with faith, light, and gratitude. All right, beautiful souls, breathe deeply. Let's begin. Dear brave Aries, have you ever truly wondered what happens on a spiritual level when someone breaks your heart or betrays your trust? Why is it that their own life seems to lose its momentum, its passion, its drive, long after they have walked away? It is not your imagination. And it is certainly not revenge. It is remembrance, but of a kind unique to you. The universe remembers everything, but it remembers the betrayal of an Aries and in a very specific way. When someone harms a soul from any other sign, they wound a person. But when they harm an Aries, they do something far more cosmically significant. They attempt to extinguish the universe's sacred initial spark. You, Aries, are the first sign of the zodiac. You are the divine impulse, the cosmic ignition, the very idea of I am that sets the entire celestial wheel in motion. Ruled by Mars, the planet of action, courage, and raw life force, your energy is not just personal, it is primordial. You are the fire that starts the world. So, when they betrayed you, they didn't just break your trust. They foolishly tried to snuff out a flame that belongs to the cosmos itself. They looked at a roaring bonfire of life, passion, and creation and thought they could simply walk away unscathed after trying to diminish it. But here is the secret, my friends, that fire cannot be destroyed. It can only be redirected. And in redirecting your fire back toward yourself, toward your own healing and your own magnificent future, you have unknowingly plunged their world into a karmic twilight. That is why they cannot find their footing. That is why their own projects stall, their passion wanes, and a strange coldness seeps into their days. Their spirit is not haunted by your memory. It is starving from the absence of your energy. You were the sun in their solar system, the driving force that propelled them forward, and they took it for granted. Now, in the silence and the chill, the universe is forcing them to confront a terrifying truth. The fire they thought was theirs was only ever a reflection of yours. In astrology, Aries energy is the fire of pure potential. It's the energy that says, "Let's begin." It's the courage to take the first step into the unknown. When you loved them, when you trusted them, you gifted them a measure of that divine spark. You made them braver, more alive, more vibrant. They didn't just betray a person, they betrayed the very source of their own vitality. And through that profound loss, the universe is now calling them back, not to you, but to the stark reality of their own empty hearth. Your power, Aries, has always been your connection to pure, unadulterated life force. You don't need to seek justice. Your very existence, your survival, your triumphant return to self is the justice. Every time you laugh, every new project you start, every single step you take forward on your own heroic journey is a testament to the fire they could not put out. And that light, growing brighter and stronger in the distance, is the silent, karmic sermon their soul is now forced to witness, day after day. They are not haunted by a ghost. They are humbled by a sunrise they can no longer be a part of. Why is it, my dear Aries, that the most vibrant and courageous souls often face the most shocking betrayals? It is not a punishment. It is a cosmic test of sovereignty. The universe needs to know if its most powerful warriors remember that their fire is a gift from the divine, not something to be freely given away to those unworthy of its warmth. You were not chosen to be broken. You were chosen to demonstrate the awe-inspiring power of a soul that reclaims its own light. The old spiritual texts often speak of the betrayed soul becoming a mirror for the other's conscience. For a water sign like Aries, that may be true. But for you, a fire sign, the dynamic is entirely different. You are not a passive mirror reflecting their guilt. Oh no. You are the masterpiece they walked away from, and now you are hanging in the grand gallery of life, glowing with an inner light that grows more brilliant every day, while they are left standing in the dark, empty hallway. Your silence is not a gentle teaching. It is a declaration of your worth. When you refuse to engage, to fight, to demand an apology, you are not being passive. You are making a powerful statement. Your drama has no place in my new world. Your energy can no longer fuel itself on my fire. This act of radical self-preservation creates an energetic vacuum in their life. Karma, for them, isn't a haunting, it's a hollowing out. They feel the void where your dynamic, life-giving energy used to be. Think about it. There is a fundamental Buddhist principle that states that all suffering comes from attachment. When someone betrays you, they create a violent attachment to their own selfish act. They may believe they are free, but they are now chained to the memory of their own poor character. You, on the other hand, Aries, are designed for freedom. Your mission is to move forward, to pioneer, to create. The moment you decide to cut the energetic cord and leap into your next chapter, you are not just healing yourself, you are activating the karmic consequence. Your freedom becomes their prison. Let me share a different kind of story with you. I once knew an Aries man, a true creator, whose business partner and close friend betrayed him, stealing his ideas and leaving him with nothing. For a month, he was lost in a storm of rage and disbelief. Everyone expected him to sue, to fight, to burn everything to the ground. But one day, he simply stopped. He told me, "My energy is too valuable to be wasted on ash." He took what little he had left and started a new venture, pouring all of that wounded, fiery energy into building something bigger better, and entirely his own. 2 years later, his new company was a phenomenal success. He was vibrant, happy, and more himself than ever before. The former partner? His stolen business had failed. He had the ideas, but he lacked the essential ingredient, the Aries spark of creation and relentless drive. He couldn't sustain it. He saw my Aries friend's success from afar, and that, right there, was the karma. It wasn't a punishment from the heavens. It was the simple, undeniable truth. You cannot steal the sun and expect to shine forever. You, my friend, are the sun. This is why the universe trusts you with these difficult lessons. It knows that your pain will not be a tomb, it will be a forge. You will take the heat of betrayal and temper it into the steel of your own character. You are not here to absorb darkness. You are here to prove that light is an unstoppable force of creation. So when life tests you and you cry out, "Why me?" hear the cosmos whisper back, because we needed to remind the world what happens when a true warrior remembers their own power. They really thought they could get away with it, didn't they? They thought your explosive, righteous anger would be the main event, and that once it passed, silence would mean forgiveness and forgetting. They fundamentally misunderstood the nature of your fire. Aries fire is not just destructive, it is profoundly purifying. Your initial anger was the flash fire that burned away the connection between you. What is left in its wake is not a smoldering grudge, but a clean, clear, and unbridgeable chasm. In the vast interconnected field of cosmic energy, every action creates a ripple. But the betrayal of an Aries creates something more akin to a tectonic shift. It alters the very landscape of reality for the one who committed the act. They are now living in a timeline where they are cut off from your generative, life-affirming power. It's an energetic amputation, and they are bleeding vitality, whether they are conscious of it yet or not. This is where the great cosmic teachers, the planets themselves, step in to orchestrate the lesson. Saturn, the planet of karmic law and structure, does not punish swiftly. It works through time and consequence. For the one who betrayed you, Saturn's lesson is this: you chose to stand alone, without the warmth of that loyal, fiery heart. Now, build your own fire, find your own passion, generate your own courage. And more often than not, they find they cannot. They simply don't have the raw materials. Meanwhile, your ruling planet, mighty Mars, propels you forward. While they are stuck trying to learn the basics of self-motivation, you are already conquering new territories, falling in love with new ideas, and building a new empire. This is the divine imbalance that they created, and the universe will not correct it for them. They must learn the lesson themselves. So when they feel that restlessness, that inability to commit to a new path, that nagging feeling that something vital is missing, it is not your ghost haunting them. It is the ghost of their own potential. The potential they sacrificed when they chose betrayal over loyalty. They are seeing what they could have been, had they been brave enough to stand by your side. In Buddhist philosophy, this is the essence of karma, not a punishment, but a perfect, unavoidable reflection of one's own mind and actions. Their action was one of division, and so their inner world has become divided and weak. Your peace, Aries, is the ultimate trigger for their unrest. The more you heal, the more you thrive. The more you embody the magnificent, self-sufficient warrior you were born to be, the more their own lack becomes painfully obvious to their soul. They are trapped in a karmic classroom where the subject is integrity, and the textbook is the memory of you. You don't have to wish for their struggle, you only have to focus on your own success. Your joy is the lesson, your peace is the verdict. Now let's talk about the idea of forgiveness, because for an Aries, this is a radically different concept than it is for other signs. For many, forgiveness is a soft, gentle release. For you, my beautiful warrior, forgiveness is a declaration of sovereignty. It is the moment you stand on the battlefield of your own heart, look back at the wreckage of the past, and say with unshakable conviction, "You have no more power here." Letting go, for an Aries, is not a passive surrender. It is an active leap forward. It is not about accepting what they did. It is about ending the war within yourself so you can free up your energy for the glorious new campaigns that await you. Holding on to anger is like trying to fight a battle that is already over. The enemy has fled, but you are still wasting your precious life force on an empty field. Forgiveness is your strategic retreat from a war that no longer serves your destiny. In astrology, you, Aries, rule the first house, the house of the self, of identity, of new beginnings. Your healing is not found in dissolving into oneness as it is for the 12th house. Your healing is found in the radical, unapologetic reaffirmation of who you are. It's about looking in the mirror and saying, "I am a warrior, I am a creator, I am a survivor, and my journey is just beginning." When you forgive, you are not cutting a thread to set them free. You are reforging the sword of your own spirit. You are taking all the energy that was once consumed by anger, resentment, and replayed memories, and you are pouring it back into the forge of your own soul. This is not about them. It is about you. It's the ultimate act of recycling pain into power. So how does a warrior forgive? You forgive by starting that new project you've been dreaming of. You forgive by pushing your body to a new limit at the gym, converting rage into strength. You forgive by laughing louder, loving harder, and living more brilliantly than ever before. You forgive by refusing to let their smallness define your magnificent destiny. Every step you take towards your own bright future is a step away from the shadow they cast. This is not naivety. This is divine strategy. You are not forgetting the lesson. You are honoring it by building a life so beautiful and strong that no betrayal could ever tear it down again. This is your power. You don't heal by sitting still. You heal by moving, by creating, by becoming. You let go, not by releasing, but by outgrowing. You simply become so much bigger than the pain that it no longer fits inside your world. As we reach the culmination of this incredible cosmic journey, my dear Aries, let's be clear about what heavenly justice truly looks like for a soul like yours. Justice from the universe does not arrive with the thunder of their downfall. It arrives in the glorious, breathtaking light of your own new dawn. When the storm of your pain has finally passed, you begin to feel a new rhythm in your soul. It's the powerful, steady drumbeat of your own heart, marching forward, unafraid and unapologetic. This is divine balance. The universe has seen your struggle, it has witnessed your courage, and it restores what was lost, not by punishing them, but by profoundly blessing you. The ultimate cosmic law is the law of resonance. Those who act from a place of fear, scarcity, and deceit will find their world shrinking to match that vibration. And those who, even after being broken, choose courage, choose creation, choose life, they will see the universe rush in to meet them, showering them with opportunities, synchronicities, and blessings that vibrate at the frequency of their own magnificent spirit. This is why you begin to thrive while they begin to fade. Your life becomes a testament to your unbreakable spirit. New love appears, one that honors your fire. New career paths open up, ones that celebrate your leadership. Your creativity explodes, no longer shackled by the need for another's approval. These are not coincidences. This is the universe responding to your alignment. You chose to be a king or queen, and so the universe is building you a kingdom. The one who betrayed you will see this. They may not understand the cosmic mechanics of it, but they will feel it. They will witness your light from their dim and quiet world. And in that moment, karma will be complete. The lesson will be delivered, not through their suffering, but through your joy. They will finally understand that the greatest power in the universe is not the power to take, but the power to create. So if you are listening to this right now, take a deep, powerful breath. Feel the fire in your lungs, the strength in your heart. Acknowledge how far you have come, from the ashes of betrayal to the throne of your own life. You have walked through the darkest valley and refused to lose your flame. And that, my dear Aries, is the highest form of spiritual victory. You no longer need to seek justice, because you have become justice. Your calm confidence, your radiant success, your unwavering forward motion. This is the force that rebalances the scales of the cosmos. Thank you, beautiful Aries soul, for walking this fiery path with me today. If these words have awakened the warrior within you, leave a simple fire emoji in the comments as a signal to the universe that you have reclaimed your power and are ready for the magnificent chapter that awaits you. And as we close, remember this: this is not an ending. For you, Aries, it is always, always a new beginning. A brighter, bolder, more brilliant cycle where your light is not just a weapon or a shield, but a beacon for the entire world. You are the spark, you are the dawn, and your greatest adventure is just getting started. Thank you for being here. Until next time, keep shining.